Hi guys, Mooch here, and this is the second installment of our new series, the You Asked For It series. Now this is a series of videos that started out as a result of a question that I received from a gentleman named Corey, who was interested in learning a little bit more about how to completely disassemble the Smith & Wesson M&P 40 cal. If you haven't seen that video, go to the channel and you can find it. It's not a very long video, but already received quite a few comments, so undoubtedly it's been helpful to at least some of you. Now, in this second installment, this is another question that comes from a gentleman named MarkShark. And MarkShark had asked us to help him. He has a Ruger SR-22. And he was unfamiliar with how to field strip, clean, and maintain that particular weapon. So he's asked us to maybe put together a video. Well, it just so happens that I have with me today a Ruger SR-22. Now, just a little bit of history on this gun. Sturm Ruger was a company that was started in 1949 with just an initial investment of $50,000. I find this to be very interesting, considering that today, by all practical standards, $50,000 isn't really that large of an amount of money. So anyway, when they started this company, the Sturm Ruger company, we know that they started out, the cornerstone of their company was a 22 auto loading pistol that they called the Standard. And of course, that's exactly what it did. It set the standard. Now, in most recent years, we've seen the SR-9 and then, of course, the SR-40. And then I guess, you know, Ruger decided that it was time to have an SR-22. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to look at this SR-22 in today's video in the You Asked For It series, just a continuation of that series. And what we're going to do is just disassemble this gun, kind of do a quick overview of the gun itself, and hopefully it's something that can help you guys out. And so MarkShark, if you're watching in today, thanks for your submission, and come on along and check it out. Okay, like with any one of our gun videos, one of the very first things that we want to do is to safety check this gun. So the first thing we're going to do is drop the magazine and then lock the slide back and check for a live round. We know that this gun is in fact clear and that we're safe to move forward. Okay. Now we're going to get to the disassembly of the SR-22. However, before I do that, I just want to point out and make a couple comments. A few things that I think this gun has really going for it. First thing is that it's got an ambidextrous safety, and that the safety serves as both safety and decocker. You'll notice that safety is right here. Very easily reached with your thumb in motion, you know, when you're holding the gun. Being ambidextrous, doesn't matter if you're right hand or left hand. Also, the fact that it's got an ambidextrous magazine release located here, and then obviously same spot on the other side. Again, very easily reached by the thumb. So I really like that. It's very lightweight. This thing weighs 17.5 ounces. I think it's a really nice feel to this gun. It's got interchangeable grips that come along with it. I've got the small ones on here now. This particular gun belongs to my daughter, and she really likes the smaller grip. She's got a much smaller hand, so I think that really fits her the best. But you'll have to, if you have this gun, you'll have to just determine what fits your hand the best. So first of all, in the disassembly, the first thing you have to do is release the magazine. Be very careful releasing your magazine. When you hit this thing, it'll come flying out of there. So once you release and remove your magazine, now this is going to be the easiest takedown of any you've probably ever seen. So you'll have to pay close attention, because if you don't, you'll probably miss it. That's how quick and easy it really is. Inside the trigger guard is a takedown lever, and it's actually located right here at the top of the trigger guard. I'll try to move in closer so you can actually see it. Okay, it's actually located right here. And I'm going to try to do this in a way that you can see it, but it just pops down. And now you'll see right here, once that thing is down, now the only thing that we're going to do is you take that takedown lever. Once you push it down, we're just going to take our slide, bring it back, up, and off. And that's it right there. It's that simple. Now this, of course, is your recoil spring and recoil rod. This, of course, is your slide. You can probably go another step and remove the extractor. It's, you know, I think absolutely unnecessary on this particular gun. However, if you wanted to, then obviously you could. I don't think you'll ever find a need for that. Now the one thing I will point out though is that this is a stationary barrel, as you can tell. So for whatever reason you needed to take the barrel, if you had dropped this thing in the mud, it was completely filthy, you wanted to take it completely apart, you can do that. However, this is one more step. So you just pull the trigger all the way back. It's going to stay back when you do. Turn it upside down and you'll notice that right in here is an Allen head bolt that actually bolts and holds down the barrel. So at this point, what I would normally do, and what you'll hear me recommend on almost any one of them, is that you wipe it down using something pretty good. I like Ballistol, and sooner or later, I'm hoping to get a contract with these guys and maybe get a royalty, because if you'll notice, almost every one of my videos, I talk about this product. Anyway, I wipe it down with Ballistol, and like any automatic feed gun, I'm going to wipe this thing down, take off any excess oil before I assemble it back together. As you'll always hear me say, oil attracts dirt, dirt causes friction, friction causes wear. So you want to make sure you clean it off as good as possible before you put it back together. Now this gun has actually never been shot, so I'm not going to take time to actually clean it right here in this video. So we're just going to go ahead and put it back together. Now, one of the things you want to pay close attention to is the recoil spring and rod. And I'll move it a little bit closer, but you'll notice that the recoil spring is actually longer than the recoil rod. So that bare part of the spring itself, that's actually going to go toward the outer end of the barrel, and the rod is actually going to go in toward the receiver. Now, right underneath the barrel, and you're not going to be able to see it because of the lighting, but right underneath the barrel is a little detent where the actual recoil rod is going to set. So it's going to, you just get this in here. If I can get it in, there we go. And then of course you'll see that the recoil spring is there. Now, I want to just make sure, and I'll show you where this goes, but on the front of the slide, you'll notice that there's a little detent, little spot here for that. So you just want to guide that back into that hole, and then of course just get ready to slide it back and release. Now that it's back, take your takedown lever, flip it up, lock it in place, and you're done. That is it. It's just that simple, guys. I really cannot say enough about the simplicity of cleaning the SR-22. So I hope this has been helpful. This You Asked For It series is something that I believe I've gotten quite a good feedback about it. So I hope that you guys are enjoying this. And for the next series, please just keep in mind, if you have any questions, comments, if there's anything that you'd like to see a particular video on, you can private message me or even comment underneath this video, and we'll see what we can do to accommodate you. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with your friends, and most of all, be safe. As always, Cheapchizzlinmooch signing out. Peace.